Saturday, 6 p.m. It's looking darker, faster, sooner. I'm on my way home from Tacoma. I came out here for band practice, but we decided to cancel.
Right turn ahead towards Seattle.
Yes, lady. I am going to Seattle. I have to use a GPS this time because I went to meet with Tyler. Well, I didn't meet him there. We followed each other to go have some food and play some pool. Have a drink, just talk about life and music as usual. Most of our conversations revolve around music equipment and our goals to be famous in the future and our realistic viewpoints that it may never happen. But we keep trying. We're like 50-50, right? But what if? No, it's probably not going to, but what if? It's getting dark.
After
Wait.
1/4 mile, bear right towards Seattle, then keep left.
Okay. I could probably turn her off now because I pretty much know where I'm at now. I'm almost by the freeway. But I didn't know that this road came this way because I usually take a different way. So we have missed out on another practice before the studio. We're still going to the studio. We were really, meeting about it, talking about it, thinking about it. Guys, should we cancel? No, let's keep doing this. I mean, the studio, you have time to re-record if you fuck up. So we're pretty close on everything, and yeah, we might have to do a couple retakes, whatever. It's gonna get done. But we've missed out on so many practices this year. I want to say more than last year. Excuse me. Just because this year I decided I want to take some vacations. I want to take some time off. But then I also booked the studio time because I thought, well, we're pretty close. Let's just record another album. We're not doing any shows, let's have something to show for this year. But we have missed quite a few weeks because of me, some of them because of vacations from other band members, and then it's the summer, right? And every time we do a show, that's like we're missing out on another rehearsal time. And when we did the shows, we were doing mostly the last album songs, not the new album songs. So there's another week of us not going over the new shit. Zach and his wife had COVID for a couple weeks, so we didn't meet for like 3 weeks. Then, and I think that was in August, actually, the end of July, beginning of August, not really sure. And then we did meet twice, and then I plan on going to the wedding, and I did. That was last week, we missed out. And then this week, Zach's wife isn't doing so well. She has some medical issues, so we all decided let's just not practice. I mean, because we practice at their house, She's not feeling well. That's her house, too. She deserves some peace and quiet, too, So that matters. We're a team, and we want to support each other and not inconvenience each other with the music. Because, we love the music, but we all have lives outside of the music, too. So finding that balance this year, especially this summer, has been a challenge for all of us with COVID and everything. But we're gonna keep going, okay. We talked about that also. Tyler mentioned, dude, ever since we started this project, it's been obstacle after obstacle. Like, so much change. And I don't think it's just this project, honestly. Yes, we've been through a lot together, but that's because we've been together for a long time. Had we not been experiencing all these changes together, we probably would have been experiencing them with other bands anyways, right? There's always something that goes on when you have a band of people working together. It's just like that. This year and last year have been even more stressful with what's going on in the world, so we have to take that into account. And then right before the pandemic, I had my own health issues with my autoimmune disorder and bleeding to death and all that shit. So there has definitely been a lot of obstacles. And he's taking it as, dude, there's so much going wrong. Is this an omen? Is this a sign to stop, to not go forward? And I'm like, no, this is the opposite. We keep pushing, you know? We have gone through so much, but that's great. We're going through so much and so many changes, and we gotta just keep going. Eventually, hopefully, it will all be worth it in the end. And I guess determining what is worth it to each one of us is what's gonna decide if it's worth it in the end. But for me, just showing up is worth it, you know, like, and following through with recording the albums. That's worth it for me. I love recording. And then hopefully getting to do some shows and some people maybe knowing who we are. It doesn't have to be the whole world. That would be nice. It's just another stressor, right? But just recording and seeing what we created and sharing that with people, that's awesome. It's not always going to be, you know, being super famous or super successful. Like, I guess that's another discussion. What is success to you, you know? For me, I've come to determine that success for me is I haven't given up. And as long as I haven't given up, I am succeeding. The moment I give up is when I've failed myself, you know, my own goals. If I really care about it. Now, if it's like stopping doing this to do something else that's more fulfilling for me, I don't consider that giving up. I didn't give up. I just changed my mind and did something else. Giving up to me would mean giving up something that I took so much time and energy to do and regretting giving it up. That, to me, that's what giving up is. And I'm not ready to give up. I have so much positive energy and such a great outlook on what I feel like we're doing, right? That might just be me. But I feel like it's all worth it. Even before we had an album, before we had any fans online, before we had written any songs, showing up and meeting the guys, to me, was worth it. So we're going to show up to the studio next Friday as planned. It may not go as we thought it would and so smoothly, but that's okay. There's no rush. There's no timeline. It's us pressuring ourselves created together is just amazing. I can't wait to hear that back through my speakers in my car, you know. But hear all those ideas and all those sounds come together. That's worth it. And then I have something to show for everything that I've done, even if the world knows or not. It's just, you know, for me, for my personal enjoyment and gratification, and for me to feel successful. Look what I did, you know. Doesn't matter if anyone likes it. So we're gonna keep going, and I'll record that too.